I'm sure we'll get to the bottom of that. And it would make for a very interesting question later if he was to win tonight. But Terry Nash is here based on winning through Group C. But Matthew Edgar, that is a very interesting 180 we've just had.
It is, Gus. Until now, we've had 999 180s in the series. Jim McEwan has just registered the 1,000th. That is the player throwing first, completely uncontested in regards to getting down to a finish. Will 10 the target he hit to win the opening leg.
Jim McEwan.
Tops for Terry. And we have ourselves a tie game at 2-2. Can anybody make an assault on the throw, Terry? Or will it be Jim just doing what he's done already this week via double-double? But he doesn't need two doubles. He just needed the one, and that's the first break of throw tonight. That top of the shot bed. But Terry doesn't need another tops. He's got the only one he needed to win by 4 legs to 2. And when he comes back in game number 3 against John Worley, he will have a chance to win the group before Jim McEwan even plays his second match. Steady performance from Terry, averaging over 88 and 4 out of 9 on the doubles. Keeping it simple. Maybe not so. Double 10.
Game shot on the first flag.
Nothing simple about that, but it is a break of throw for Timothy.
The fact that Noah Lynn has been yet to hit a double in this game despite 7 darts at the outer ring. And they just continue to add up.
Game shot on the third leg.
A little bit of gumption there from Noah Lynn, but I guarantee you one thing. The exhalation there was 100% relief.
Timothy O'Carr, 5.
That is now 13 darts at double missed in this match for Noah Lynn. Double 2 for Timothy. Oh, what an assist at the front post as Timothy takes a 3-1 lead. For 2 points on the board. The game belongs to Timothy, and Noah Lynn is in trouble in Group 2. She's going to have to beat a world champion a little bit later on in game number 6. Otherwise, it will be an early exit for her. But Timothy, somehow with a 72 average and those 5 maximums, has found his way into a strong position in Group 2.
O'Carr, 100.
Well, in this game, John Worley has only had 1 dart at a double. And that dart at a double ensures that Terry Nash is through against the odds. Double 7. And Nashi wins the group. He's guaranteed to have the darts in the semi-finals as well. And he knows exactly when he's going to play so he can fully prepare for semi-final number 1. And he will take on the person who finishes second in Group 2. And it is Group 2 we're going to go to next. But he's been very consistent here tonight. 40% on the doubles right there. He was roughly that in his first match. And he's got himself an 87 average on top of an 88 in his first game. Lack of advertisement for the Rockstar at the Modus Super Series. However, if you want to see a little bit of Joe Cullen on this stage, we do have some additional content on our YouTube channel with Johnny Clayton. However, Neil Duff needs double 18. An ideal start. That one is like a Trent Alexander-Arnold penalty right in the top corner. He cannot wait to get to the hockey. I'm only going to say it once, because everybody knows I'm a Simpsons fan. But when he hit that 180, he was saying, "Oh yeah."
100.
It's a lovely ton. But it's double 18 again. And the top left corner again for Duffman. But is it curtains? Neil Duff has won this match, and he has averaged 100, but it could have been so much better. But the big picture is, for the Duffman, that he is through after playing 4 legs tonight. 13 darts at a double, hitting 4 of them. You can see that 100 average on a Saturday night is a very, very good thing. No hesitation. straight in and a 2-0 lead for Womble. And forget about the faff. He goes through. It wasn't a classic knockout match by any stretch of the imagination, but the favourite for the title tonight is out. He has lost to Terry Nash, and he's also lost to John Worley, who did get enough chances at the outer ring, but you can see from Jim's numbers, he had 15 darts at a double and only hit one. Will win the group. However, it's very simple for Noah Lynn.
140.
She must beat Neil Duff. That's it. Doesn't have to be by a margin, it just has to be a victory to make her way through to her first semi-final here on a Saturday night
96.
in Portsmouth.
That's not going to be an easy task though, is it? 'Cause Neil Duff inspired form tonight once again, just needing 12 darts to get down to a single dart outshot.
Second 180 of the night for Noah.
Game shot on the first leg, Neil Duff.
And in a flash, Neil Duff is within one leg of winning the group and
Second
having the
leg, Noah Lynn to
darts
throw first.
against John
Game
Worley. 2 5s. Do we have a new leader in this match? We
Game shot
do.
on the third leg.
Expertly
Noah
used
Lynn
that guide.
over.
Surely this time. Neil Duff
Game
has
shot on the
won
fourth
Group
leg.
2
Neil Duff.
and will throw first in the second semi-final. I am sure Timothy Verbrewer right now cannot look, because another maximum for Noah Lynn sets up 36, which will be a qualifying shot.
100.
6 maximum of the
Noah Lynn
night and probably the best
36.
timed.
4 in this game. And 1 more double for the semi-finals.
Game
Double
shot on the
9
match,
gets Noah Lynn van Leuven into the semi-finals with Neil Duff. That might be a match that you could see again later on in the final, because Duff wins the group, Noah Lynn makes the semi-finals on debut, and she's going to stay on the board. Richie Burnett making the final last week, but losing out to Jimmy Van Schie. Double 18. An opening 12 darter from Terry Nash. So much for having 3 games off. Somebody's hitting back with a max of their own. Oh, someone's got the guns out. That was a bang-bang moment, wasn't it? From Terry Nash. Mankind or Mick Foley-esque?
45. Terry O'Carr, 41.
This bang bang should be a little bit easier, single to double. Tops is a double of choice.
Game shot on the fourth
Smack
leg,
bang
Terry
in the
Nash.
middle, 11 darter for Terry Nash.
Game
And he
shot
is
on the match,
consistent once
Terry
again.
Nash.
A stunning performance in the semis. And Boss Baby is within 4 legs of a weekly title now. Look at these for numbers. 106.5 and 50% on the doubles. And considering he's been 4 out of 9, 4 out of 10, and now 4 out of 8, the consistency on the outer ring is why he is the first person into the final. But who will Boss Baby play? There wasn't anything missing, really. Double top for Duff.
Game shot on the second leg.
It's just
Neil
wonderful.
Duff.
Neil Duff has played here. Do you think that 106.5 was good from Nash in the first semi? This is on par with that, and that could be a parting shot for John.
180. Neil O'Carr, 84.
This for the match and a place in the final.
He is in the
Game shot on
final.
match, Neil
It's a
Duff.
wonderful display. The average is in excess of that of Terry Nash. And I promise you this, you do not want to miss this final. You've got 2 people at the peak of their powers. One person who's never been in a final before. The other one has been in quite a few. But maybe the best performance he could have hoped for to take care of a very dangerous John Worley.
Terry O'Carr, 65.
And Terry Nash has been given a second life in leg 2. He's going to have to do it the hard way. Double 4. He's
Game
done it
shot
the
on
hard
second
way.
leg, Terry Nash. Game shot on the third leg, Neil Duff.
And hitting
27.
double 10 or tops
Nearly
would have made him
590.
feel better, but he knows that he is riding a tightrope right now as Duff looks at double 15 for 3-1 in the final. This is a massive opportunity.
Game shot on the
And
fourth
players
leg.
like Duff
Neil
don't
Duff.
miss shots like that. He's back to what he was doing a little bit earlier on, averaging high 80s. I wonder if that's going to be enough to get through the last 3 legs.
46.
That doesn't feel enough for Neil Duff to give him a reasonable outshot here, and he might not get any shot. Double 10 for Terry Nash.
Game shot on the fifth
That's
leg.
one of the breaks to
Terry
throw
Nash.
that he's going to need.
Do you think in that first semi-final against Noah Lynn, she allowed him to play like that? She allowed him to play really quickly. Duff is a bit more wily. He will take that extra couple of seconds if he feels it's prudent.
Well, that's exactly what I said
125.
needed to happen in that semi-final. I said Noah Lynn needed just to have those extra couple of seconds. But look at the pace now of Terry Nash.
140.
Seriously impressive scoring in the penultimate leg, potentially, of the week.
I've got a feeling when Terry Nash watches back this week,
180.
he is going to become a fast dart player all of a sudden.
Did I say it was the penultimate leg? I might have misspoken.
105.
Neil Duff hasn't done yet in leg number 6. But look at the numbers after 9 and 6 from these two players. Seriously impressive under this kind of pressure.
41. Tell your car
The
76.
last leg decider in a final over the last few weeks. Yeah, it happens a lot. And it's going to happen again.
Sixth leg. Terry Nash.
180, 140, ton. But he just needs 62 more. Double 13. And the Duff man is in dreamland once
Winner of
again.
the Modus Super Series. Series 8.
It's a
week
4th
5.
weekly title, and he joins the greats at the top of the list in Littler, West and Harrison. He's going back to Champions Week for another tilt at a first series title.
Ladies and gentlemen, fantastic week of darts here. What a great final we've had tonight. Please put your hands together and welcome to receive the trophy for the Modus Super Series, Series 8 Week 5 winner. It's the Duff man, Neil Duff!
First reaction from you on another win on that stage behind us?
Yeah, this one felt a wee bit special just because I kind of struggled all week. You go from like a mid-80 average to 100 plus. So I always said it earlier on in the week that it doesn't matter what you do during the week, you have to go out there and perform. I think Noah Lynn showed too much respect and got my ass handed to me. So yeah, I went out and put it right in this game. And thankfully, that's another one in the ledger. Yeah.
The week as a whole, you just sort of alluded to it then, but you have got a habit of sort of coming good later in the week, haven't you? And that is the way to get through to Champions League.
Yeah, it's becoming a bit of a habit now, so it is. Yeah. So long may it continue. I'm not complaining, but yeah, tinkered about with my darts. Going to take Matt's advice and throw the other ones in the river. Just hold on to these and play with it. Played well tonight. Felt confident. Yeah, the arm was loose and we were going. When I played John Worley, I didn't realise it was such a good game. It didn't feel like that there, but I just banging 180s or 140s for fun. No, not too many 180s tonight, but 140s were just going flying in. Yeah.
Obviously, in the practice room, you will have seen how well Terry was playing as well. Did that give you that sort of extra little bit of fire in the belly yourself?
I think the fact that I'd beat him twice in the group was maybe a plus. Winning the Bull was probably a big factor in it as well. Yeah, I know what Terry can do. He's a quality player. I'd say he'll be back here again. But yeah, I'm glad I just put it together in the last leg. I have a habit of going missing for a leg or two, so I have. So to put it right, and yeah, that meant a lot to me there, just to get that double out of the way, and yeah, put another one on the score sheet.
You've beat him twice in the week, but you actually told him you was going to beat him 4-0 the other day. Did you tell him before that one?
I didn't tell him before this one. I thought it would be kind of a little bit rude just to go out for the final. But I made the statement when he came in off the 106 average, and I goes out and does 109 just to let him know who the boss is. So yeah, he knew he was up against it. We played each other at ADC and stuff as well. So yeah, he's a quality player, but I'm just happy to be playing somewhat what like I can. If I can get the consistency going, I'll be hard to stop.
You're going to be a busy boy, aren't you, at the end of this series? We've just tonight announced the double start week, double trouble, in which you'll be defending your crown. That comes straight after Champions Week. So a couple of weeks here in Portsmouth, and you could be cashing in.
Yeah, I'm actually, yeah, it's going to be a busy time, and kind of off the back of, we've got a lot of stuff coming up with the ADC finals and the seniors tour and stuff as well. So, yeah, the back end of the year is starting to get really busy, but I think I had mentioned it before, and I think it was time I bought a property down here, because I've no intentions of going to Q school, so I could be here for a while yet, you know.
Well, that's interesting. I mean, he sat next to you. He said he was taking your advice on the darts. Do you think he's doing the right thing in playing all of this other stuff and sort of forgetting about chasing that PDC tour card, where we've seen some players kind of suffer from getting one?
Absolutely. We've seen this is now becoming part of darts. You know, before darts was all about getting to the PDC, and it was the pinnacle of everything. Where now there's options. Darts has never been in a better place, and you know, we've now got the ADC Global Championship, we've got the WDF and Lakeside, we've got the Super Series, we've got so many options now for where you can go and play darts that, yes, that's the top of the mountain, but you can be a professional player now without going to the PDC, and Neil and many others are taking full advantage of those systems.
You've won 4 times on that stage now on a Saturday. You've won the double trouble. Five. Well, include the double. I was adding the double trouble on. 4 Super Series weeks, and then obviously the Champions Week is the one that has eluded you so far. Does that gnaw away at you yet? Is that something that's a real target for you?
You know yourselves, it took me a long time to actually get a weekly win here. I think 6 or 7 chances. So that was kind of that had ate away at me a bit. So. Yeah, a Champions Week is high on the agenda here. Yeah, really, really, and it would cap off. I think what I've been doing down here. I think I deserve a proper. I think I can do it. Yeah.
Well, we've almost got half the field filled for this Champions Week. Let's show you the weekly winners from this series so far. Tom Sykes, of course, made it to the big final. Jim Long from Canada, Richard Eric Rowlands, Jimmy Van Ski, very popular in this place, and Neil Duff. It's shaping up nicely, Matt.
I think Jimmy Van Ski's popular in every place at the moment. He's the right character, he's a great guy, good player, and like you say, shaping up, and the dynamic of that very different. We've got players sort of towards the latter end of the career, players at the start and in the middle, so it's a really good sort of dynamic, and it'll be a really good group, and we're not even halfway full yet. 7
weeks to wait until that for you. What's the plan between now and then?
I'm going to have a bit of a break now. Take it easy. I think we're going to do the seniors at the end of July. August isn't looking too bad, but it'll give me a chance just to gear up for the last part of the year, which is really going to be busy. And I've not been home a lot lately, so it'll be nice to just get home and chill out for a while. And I'll still play the ADC vaults have started again, so I'll play them there, but I kind of use them as practice.
Well, you've earned a bit of a rest, Neil. Congratulations, well done tonight. Matthew, thanks for your company and that of Paul Nicholson as well.